Welcome to another episode. Today's question is, how do I break beliefs which were there for a long time in my mind? I'll repeat the question. How do I break beliefs which were there for a long time in my mind? Simply put, the questioner asks how to break the beliefs. We'll answer this. We accept beliefs because it is easier for us to follow someone or something. We need not take responsibility for our action and the results. With a belief, we are part of a group of believers. You are not alone. You belong to the group who believe in a particular dogma or type of action. So fear also drives us to believe, because otherwise you feel lonely, left out when you believe you have got a group. But belief does not have any validity. Belief is not a result of understanding. Once you realize this, then belief is gone, dead. So first we will see an extract from Krishnamurti's talks in Movavi, California in 1949. What we are trying to do this evening is to find out why we accept beliefs. And if we can understand the motives, the causation of acceptance, then perhaps we may be not only able to understand why we do it, but also be free of it. Because one can see how political and religious beliefs, national and various other types of beliefs do separate people, do create a conflict, confusion and antagonism, which is an obvious fact. And yet we are unwilling to give them up. There is a Hindu belief, there is a Christian belief and the Buddhist. Innumerable sectarian and national beliefs, various political ideologies, all contending with each other, trying to convert each other. One can see, obviously, that belief is separating people, creating intolerance. And is it not possible to live without a belief? One can find out that only if one can study oneself in relationship to belief. Is it possible to live in this world without a belief? Not to change beliefs, not to substitute one belief with another, but to be entirely free of beliefs, so that one meets life anew each minute. This, after all, is the truth, to have the capacity of meeting everything anew, from moment to moment, without the conditioning reaction of the past. So that there is not the cumulative effect which acts as a barrier between oneself and that which is. Obviously, most of us accept or take on beliefs because first of all, there is fear. We feel that without belief we shall be lost. Then we use the belief as a means of contact, a pattern according to which we direct our lives. And also we think that through belief there can be collective action. So in other words, we think that belief is necessary for action. And is that so? Is belief necessary for action? That is, belief being an idea. Is ideation necessary for action? Which comes first, idea or action? Surely first there is action, which is either pleasurable or painful. And according to that, we build up various theories. Action invariably comes first, does it not? And when there is fear, when there is desire to believe in order to act, then ideation comes in. If we remove those beliefs and many beliefs that one has, is there anything left to look at? If we have no beliefs, with which the mind has identified itself, then the mind, without identification, is capable of looking at itself as it is. And surely then there is a beginning of understanding of oneself. So what he says is, if you remove those beliefs, if you don't have any beliefs which you have identified with, then you look at something, anything, then you understand it really, without a belief, without a colored eyes. You have fear and you cover it with belief. So once you remove the belief, you come face to face with fear. You understand it, you go beyond it. Then you stop reacting to fear and look into fear. So you don't escape. That is to know one is afraid and to stay there without any escape. To be with what is surely more significant, much more worthwhile than to escape from what is to believe. So finally he concludes that it is significant to face the reality than to escape through some beliefs, because then you are not going to solve the problems. You will be with your belief, but the problems will remain as it is. Next we will see from Osho's book, The New Alchemy, to turn you on. Belief is always blind and cannot be otherwise. Belief as such is blind. No belief is possible if you can see, because if you believe means you don't know and still you believe. If you know, there is no need to believe. That is a fact. Now, if you see something, it is not a belief. In front of you, it is there. So there is no need to believe. Actually, you are seeing it. You are understanding it. It is not only with respect to physical objects, but the reality. If you are able to see a reality, it is there in front of you, in your understanding. There is no need to believe. Something you know. There is no need to believe in it. The need for belief comes only when you don't know. Belief is part of ignorance. When you are ignorant, you have to believe. I am here. If you know it, there is no need to believe in it. Belief is unnecessary. Knowledge needs no belief. If you believe in something, it means you don't know, and yet you think you know. If it is a belief, then it means you don't know, but you think you know. When someone says he believes in God, it means he has not yet known God. That is why he believes, but the belief creates such an atmosphere around him, creates such an attitude within him that he begins to feel he knows. Someone asked Sri Aurobindo, "Do you believe in God?" He said no. The man was bewildered. He could not conceive it. Aurobindo is a spiritual man. He says he does not believe in God. He did not expect that. He asked him, "What are you saying? Are you an atheist?" Aurobindo replied, "No to that also." Then you are creating a puzzle. You say you don't believe in God. And I ask you if you are an atheist, you are saying no. So you are contradicting. Aurobindo said, "Wait a minute, you are not allowing me to answer. You are assuming something and giving a reply. I say I don't believe in God because I know Him. Because I know Him, it is not a belief. It is a fact. It is my knowledge. It is my understanding. Belief is blind. There can be no belief with seeing. It is contradictory. Belief means blind. To say blind belief is just a repetition. Then what is faith? Faith is also blind, but in a different sense. Faith is blind in a different sense because it has its own way of seeing. It is not seeing through reason. It is seeing through the heart. Knowledge is of reason. Belief is not of reason. Knowledge and belief are both from head, but knowledge has eyes. It can see, but belief is blind. So belief is from your brain. You believe on something because you don't know. The factors to see, to understand. So once you understand this, there is no belief. So that is what questioner asked. You realize that belief has no value. It is merely a thought, following somebody, not taking the responsibility, not thinking, not understanding. So with this we will end this episode. Stay with me for another episode. Subscribe to my channel. Share this video. Thank you.